What's going on, guys? Ryan here with Jedha Patrol. Today we're going to be unboxing the new Infinity War Doctor Strange from Hot Toys. That's right, guys. Welcome back for another video. Ryan here with Jedha Patrol. As you know, I collect tons of Hot Toys, and this is the latest and the greatest to join the collection. I got this one straight from Hong Kong from a fella named Eric Lee. Shout out to him. I will put a link to his Facebook group in the description below. Definitely check him out. This figure won't be at Sideshow for another couple months, and it was awesome to be able to get it early. And so we're going to go take a look at it. So here we go, guys. Doctor Strange from Infinity War. Check out the art box, the front there. We've got the side, Doctor Strange on the side with the Infinity Gauntlet. And then on the back, we've got the normal stuff. Who made it? Don't do this, don't do that. And then again on the side there. So the art box on this one is absolutely beautiful. I really like these things. I wish I had more room in the studio to actually display the boxes, but as you can tell, I don't. So anyways, let's take this thing off. If this is your first Hot Toys unboxing, guys, this is how they come. I mean, for the majority part, this is what they look like. There's the figure there in the box, and you can see on the side, nothing there. Back, you got a little Avengers logo, and then on the side, you've got the eye of Agamotto. But let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. Doctor Strange comes with a ton of accessories. I mean, a lot. So here we go. These are some of the effects you can have along with a pile of hands. Look how many. It's crazy. We'll take a look at these a little closer in a second. We'll put those to the side. The bottom of the box actually comes with a base so we can stand on. And if we get this little clamshell off here, his cloak. And this thing is flipping awesome. This thing is, look at the detail in this bad boy. Now the top of it here feels like there's a little bit of a wire there, but let's see here, there is a wire in the bottom. That's something we're going to definitely try out. We'll do some poses with. I'll show you what we got going on. I don't feel like it's very strong. It's going to hold any particular poses. I don't think there's a wire running through. If there is a wire running through the side, it's not very strong as well. So we may mod this a little bit to give us a little more posability. But there it is. There is the inside or the back side of this. Check out that. Let's see here. There it is. There. Check out this corner piece, the shoulder, where the shoulder goes. This is actually a molded piece inside of here. And I believe there's actually magnets. Yeah, there's magnets in here to help them stay on the figure. But look at the inside, the tailoring. Look at the tailoring on this thing. This is why you get Hot Toys, guys. This right here is why you get them, because they take such pride in their work. It is amazing. We got a dynamic stand. We'll mess with that a little bit. We got a new effect. We'll take a look at the effects in here in just a little bit. We're going to take that out. And on the bottom, right below here, we should have the base. Yep. So this is the backdrop that comes with this thing. And I know some people were wondering if the Doctor Strange figure actually came with multiple arms, kind of like in this scene. He does not. There was some Photoshop trickery going on Instagram and some blogger photos and whatnot. But they were actually posing this guy up against this particular backdrop. So you can see here, remember this scene where he's fighting Thanos. But this is very tall. I don't see it fitting in the Detolf cabinet back there. So I'm not sure how I'm going to display him just yet. But I will tell you, like, just the quality they made of this. This is the best one I've seen them deliver in quite a while, and you guys can take a look. It's pretty impressive. It's pretty impressive. But we'll get this guy out of the way. We'll come back to him in just a little bit. All right, guys, here's Doctor Strange out of the box, posed up. This is probably how I'm going to have him posed for a pretty good while. Super happy about this thing. I mean, just look at the detail on this thing. Look at the cloak. Look at the eye of Agamotto. Check out the ring effects. The hands. I mean, just to be able to actually pull off this pose is insane. It's crazy. Super happy about this, guys. Check out that cloak going in the back. I do wish there was a stronger wire in the actual cloak to make it more posable, but you know, we don't have that right this second. But I can tell you right now, if you're looking for a detailed, tailored, super well executed figure, this one right here is the one you should definitely be looking for. Now, some people were complaining about the head sculpt on this one versus the prototype because of the nose. They said it had a bulbous nose. In other words, it was larger than the actual prototype, and it doesn't look like Benedict Cumberbatch. But I gotta say, in person, I don't think that's the case. I really don't. I think this thing is fantastic. I'm not sure how, cameras and all that kind of stuff is picking up, but I can tell you right now, this to me looks like Benedict Cumberbatch. I think it's an excellent representation, but we'll give you a little side profile, guys. Honestly, I don't see what the complaint is, but to each their own. That's kind of the world of Hot Toys. There's always something to kind of pick at. Putting him up next to the backdrop, you can kind of see some display options for you. I left the magic effects on him for right this second. I did have a little trouble getting his arms to actually cross over to get that pose that actually looks like on the backdrop. Maybe with some actually more time, I might be able to pull that off. But for right now, this is pretty cool. We're going to check out some other poses. That way you guys can see what this guy actually can do. So here we can get a pretty good look at the cloak. You guys can see all the amazing detail on this thing. It is insane. I've got this new effect they got for the hands. You got to actually put the hand on first onto the effect and then put the hand into the peg on the arm. But look at that. I'm telling you, Benedict Cumberbatch all day long. Look at the level of detail and the tailoring. This figure might... I mean, just saying, I just got in 2019, might be figure of the year for 2019 based on the releases coming out. So let's take a look at some of the accessories we get with this figure. We've got the Eye of Agamotto, which you guys have already seen. I actually have the other one actually on the figure itself, the one that's open, but you can check out the level of detail on that thing. It is absolutely amazing. I actually have a replica Eye of Agamotto I got from a movie prop kind of deal, and I will tell you, it looks pretty much just like that. So we actually get 13 hands with this figure. So we've got 11 of them here. Obviously the other 2 are on the figure, but we've got a bunch of options here. So we've got these 2, which everybody knows these hands. I think we actually had these hands in the previous version, but I will tell you, just based on, if you're new to Hot Toys, the level of detail they put into the paint apps on these hands is absolutely insane. You can see the veins, you can see like the, broken fingers he's got from the first movie, if you remember that. I mean, look at that. It's just absolutely crazy. So we've got 2 sets of those. We've got 2 fisted hands. All right, pretty simple there. Nothing crazy. We've got 2 of these kind of, I want to say grasping hands, because they're not really that, because he does have the broken fingers and whatnot. But they're all, I guess they're for holding the sword. I guess we can have that. We're holding the sword. So we've got this. I suppose you can use it for that. We've also got a flattened out hand, which I have the other one actually on the figure. But you can check that one out. He's using the one of the effects with his hands on the other hand, so we need that one. We've got another one of these opening the Eye of Agamotto hand, if you remember the way he does that. So we've got one of those. Let's see here. We actually have the other one over here. So we got 2 sets of those. We've got one right here as well. We actually have one of these. This is not a clenched fist hand. This has actually got a little gap in it, if you can see right there. And this is for grabbing onto these effects. These effects actually on the back have, let's see if I can give you a little, you see this little raised area right here. This is actually where he grabs onto with these hands and actually hold these things. So these are, we definitely need those hands. We've got a bunch of different options here. We've got the rings here, which he used when he was doing the, looking into the future and the possibilities section here. We've got over here the orange ones when he's more of a weapon style. We've got these 2 larger rings. These are both exactly the same. You just got 2 of them, one for each hand if you want to pose them that way. Super, super detailed. You can see the back of it. And I love that they didn't just make this, just flat where you could grip it. It actually looks like flames, which is actually, it's pretty cool. And then we've got this thing, which I know we didn't have this on the last figure, and I'm super excited we do. So I don't know. This thing's just cool. I will probably have him posed up with this one at some point. You can see how well it's done. And I love that they made this, like this section here, clear. So if you want to do some photography, you could actually Photoshop that out very, very easily. And then obviously posing purposes, if you're going to have it posed pretty much straight up and down while you're looking at it, you're not even going to see those rings. And that's super cool. So we got that. But this right here, guys, this sword is on another level of detail. Look at this thing. We got the Eye of Agamotto right here in the hilt there. But I mean, just look at it. It's not flat. I will tell you, if you're not careful, you can stab yourself with the edges. They're rather sharp. You can probably tell that right there on the camera. They are rather sharp. So don't go grabbing this thing like this. It's going to feel like somebody stuck you, which you did. You stuck yourself. So that one's super cool. Definitely will be using that posability option there. Last but not least, we got this effect right here, which you can see the amazing detail going right across this piece. It is absolutely an amazing piece. Taking a closer look at the cloak, guys, check this thing out. Again, they could have just went with a solid fabric here, but they got the printed material on there, and it looks absolutely fantastic. There is the smallest, thinnest wire going around the bottom of this cloak. I don't think it's going to hold much weight at all. I mean, it's pretty flimsy. I don't think, if there is anything going along the side, it's minimal at best. I don't think there's anything in there. There are magnets on both the top side of the cloak on these pieces right here. So there are magnets going right here to, he actually magnetizes onto the figure, and there's actually a magnet going on in the back as well. And then right here on the shoulder piece, this is actually a molded formation right here going on, and I'm telling you, just look at the detail on this thing. It is absolutely gorgeous. The tailoring on it, worth every penny. You can actually see here behind the collar where it's actually detailed right here as well. Again, they didn't spare any details on this thing. The back of it is amazing. Just absolutely fantastic piece. Really happy with the accessories on this. You can see right here where the magnetic clips are. Right here where it kind of folds over to the figure. There we go. Look at that. It's very small, so getting that to focus is actually kind of a miracle. So that's super cool. But look at it. It's not just solid brass either. They actually have it color coded, and I think it looks fantastic. The smallest of accessories, guys, has to be these sling rings. I mean, they are really tiny, and if we get there we go. He does come with 2 of these, so we're happy to have those, but they are very small, and I will definitely be using those at some point. I actually wanted to show you the back of this figure and the details without the cloak on, because I'm telling you again, the level of detail. Look at just the belt. Look at the belt. It is absolutely awesome. I mean, look at all the clips. You can see the actual cloak here. It's actually got a design going on, so it's not just, you know, solid blue. And you've also got these nice touches going on down the wrist. Again, right over here. Just all around, guys, I'm telling you, this right here, this is why I love Hot Toys figures. This thing is freaking awesome. I love it. Absolutely love it. I've got a ton more coming. I've got, what's next? Neon Tech Iron Man's coming. I've got the Tarkin, Grand Moff Tarkin. That was one of the latest pickups. Loki and Hela. I still haven't done a video on those yet. What else? Imperial Disguised Jyn Erso. That one's coming. There's so many. It's crazy. But this one right here takes the cake for the recent purchases. Absolutely happy with this one. I would highly recommend you pick this one up. If you want to pick it up early from Hong Kong, definitely check out Eric Lee, as I said below in the description below. I'll put a link to his Facebook group. If you want to pick this up, obviously you can pick this up at SideshowToy.com. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's worth every penny. If you're a Marvel fan, Infinity War fan, Doctor Strange fan, just get it because it's awesome. Guys, remember to collect what you like. We'll see you next time.